Researching the history of a law and tracking the course of a bill through Congress can help you understand the intent of a law and reveal interesting debates and concerns at the time of a law's creation. This tutorial focuses on older and more historic bills that require the use of the print Congressional Record. The resources you use to track a bill depend almost entirely on the age of the law, so it's extremely important to know a bit about the bill you're tracking, most importantly the date of the bill, before you begin your research. If you are researching a bill that was introduced after 1989, you can use Thomas, a database created and maintained by the Library of Congress, to track your bill. It is fairly simple and familiar to use. For older materials, you will need to use the print version of the Congressional Record to create the legislative history of a bill. In this example, let's use a famous law like the National Prohibition Bill to demonstrate the process for tracking an historic bill. Again, it's helpful to know the date of the bill and related background information before getting started. A secondary source like a book, an article, or a Wikipedia entry is not a bad place to start. In this case, the Wikipedia entry on prohibition in the U.S. gives me that date to start with. It tells me that the bill was passed October 28, 1919. That's exactly what I needed. Now that we have a date in mind, the next step is to go to the volumes of the Congressional Record on level 1 of the library. These are shelved under call numbers beginning with X. The numbers following X refer to the number of the Congress in the session, for instance, 89th Congress, 2nd Session. The series is organized chronologically, so you'll need to find the volumes for the year you want. The volumes for each session of Congress are arranged together on the shelf, and the index for that session of Congress follows the volumes with the text of the debates and actions. So, find your year and find the last part for that session of Congress. It should say index on the spine. Index volumes are broken into two basic parts. The front section is organized by subject, and the back section is organized by bill number. In the subject index, this includes the subject of bills and the names of legislators. So if you wanted to find all the instances that a particular senator spoke, the index volume will reference that. In this case, since we don't have the bill number in hand, let's search by subject first, National Prohibition. As you can see, the index redirects you to the proper subject, alcohol, liquor, traffic. When you look up alcohol, liquor, traffic, you will see a lot of possible bills. It is very common to see multiple bills related to an issue, as legislators often had competing ideas for the best way to solve a problem. The asterisk after a bill number indicates that there was action on the bill past its introduction. In this case, the star is a good clue that H.R. 6810 is the bill number we want. At this point, you'll want to flip to the back of the index volume to find the bill number. In this case, H.R. is short for House of Representatives Bill, not House Resolution, which is a common misconception. So you'll want to find the section for House Bills. Then you want to find the entry for H.R. 6810. This entry gives a great, quick and dirty history of the bill. At the start, it gives you the name of the person that introduced it, in this case Mr. Volstead, and at the end it tells you the public law number, if it became a public law. In between, it gives you page references for all the times the bill was discussed on the floor of the House and Senate, so note a page number for a debate. Then go to the volumes preceding the index volume on the shelf. The volumes usually indicate the page range on the spine. In this case, let's look for page 2281. On this page, you'll find the transcript of one of the debates about this bill. Going back to the index entry, you'll see that there are references to reports associated with this bill. You'll see that the first thing that happens to a bill is that it's referred to a committee, in this case the House Judiciary Committee. There's no guarantee that a committee will send a bill back to the floor of the House or Senate, which is what is referred to as dying in committee. However, if a bill is sent back to the floor, it is often, though not always, sent back with a report. House and Senate reports give some clues as to the original intent of a bill. Let's look for Senate Report 151. These reports are included in a serial set. The library has many serial set volumes in print, and it has a license to the U.S. Congressional Serial Set Database, which gives the full text electronically. Let's use the paper version as an example. The serial set is arranged chronologically at call number Y 1.1/2, and the volumes have numbers on their spines. You can look up the proper volume for a report in the LexisNexis Congressional Database, Or you can browse to find the volumes for the House reports from the 66th Congress First Session, which is the Congress we're working with in this example. Reports are ordered sequentially in the volumes, and if you flip through, you will find Senate Report 151. If you want to find the final version of the law, you'll see the law number references in the Congressional Record Index. In this case, it's Public Law 66. The text of laws is included in the Statutes at Large series. The Statutes at Large is included in the Hein Online database, and it is also available in paper. The older volumes are shelved at call number GS 4.111. Like the Congressional Record, the series is ordered chronologically, so you'll need to find the proper volume for your Congress and session. I hope this has provided a helpful introduction to bill tracking. Although researching the history of older bills and laws requires using the print volumes, the content can be truly interesting. Thanks for watching.